No, your eyes are not deceiving you again. We have the Omni O1 UV printer in action again. Today though, I've got 4 projects for you. We're going to be doing leather, we're going to be doing glass, we're going to be doing metal, and we're going to be doing plastic 3D printed material. So if you want to know how good this thing is, how well it can do on those materials, all of them will be untreated straight on top. If you want to see the full workflow and you just want to learn a little something, you're in the right place. The time to place deposits is almost over, so if you are considering this, hopefully this video will help you make an informed decision. There is another previous one I've done if you want to learn a bit more, but without further ado, let's crack on and let me show you how this thing works. We are going to be doing 4 different types of material. We're going to be doing a glass coaster directly on it with no surface treatment. I have an aluminium jig for coins, and I'm going to try and go directly onto that as well. We also have a plastic PLA 3D printed part, which we're going to be going onto. And then we have a flexible leather patch. We're going to test that out. Our 4 materials ready to go on the Omni One. Full process, full results, nothing hidden. Let's do it. Press the button, the plate will come out and greet us. Then we are going to take the first item, which is going to be my jig. I'm going to place this around here. Just push it flat so that the grippy surface gets it. Just so you know, these are replaceable. Mine's dirty, but they peel off and you can replace them. You can actually scrape the overspray off with a paint scraper as well. I'm just keeping it as it is. Let's put it back in by pressing that button, and let's get our first project set up and good to go. We're on our first project. We're on the desktop. So what we're going to do is click that scan button over here. It's going to now go through. I'm not going to leave it in real time. I probably will cut it, but I'll tell you after I've cut it how long it took. I am timing this little bit. Okay, so I think it's about to show us now. If it finishes in the next couple of seconds, it's taken about 35 to 40 seconds to do it. And then you can see it focuses on that top surface. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the smart mask function again. In the past, I've gone through it quickly. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly today, but I'm going to hover over each of the extraction methods that you can choose from. There is subject extraction, auto segmentation, precise extraction, and magic wand. If you want to know what they do, just pause the video, go back and pause the video on each one. And we're going to go subject extraction, which in theory will pick out the item from the background. There is a manual mode as well, where you could, in theory, draw it on yourself. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back into smart mode and I'm going to click re-extract. And there you go. It has now extracted it. Then in the bottom right over here, we have the option to offset and smooth. If we drag the smoothness up, it just sharpens the lines around where we've got, as you can see. I'm also going to do a -8 offset, maybe a -7. But I'm going to do a -7 offset, and that gives me a bit of a line around it, although there is a little bit here that I need to tidy up. So I'm going to go manually into it, click on remove, and I am just going to try my best whilst doing this live on camera to just draw down there like that. It's not perfect, it's good enough though, okay? If you're doing this in slow time, you'd obviously take your time and do it properly. So we have that, we can now add our image. Now we're gonna hit the plus import button up here, and I've got a really cool psychedelic image. This is one I got off of Google. There's nothing special about it, it's just a normal image, and I am gonna position it centrally like that. And you'll see the Smart Master area now kind of cuts off all the bits we don't want, and in theory it should only put it in those areas, which is great. Over the right hand side, you're going to see there are different modes: parameter settings, flat mode, texture mode, and relief mode. We're doing flat mode for this particular one, and I am going to select white, color, and varnish. In terms of varnish types, there is matte, gloss, foil stamping, fluorescent yellow, and fluorescent red. I'll be doing a matte one on this. I'm going to go 1 white, 1 color, and 1 varnish. Once we're happy with that, we can hit that preview button, and it will show us a good example of the kind of finish, and you can see the matte finish on it. So there you go. What we're going to do now is hit the process button, and it will load up the design. It will give us an estimated time of 11 minutes 3 seconds, and all of our ink types. If we hit calculate against estimated cost, it will give us the color, the white, the varnish, and cost. So the color in this case is 0.065 milliliters. White is 0.21. Varnish is not showing at the moment. I'm sure that will be corrected. Cost at the moment, I don't have it set up, but I just learned recently you can hit cost settings and input your own cost settings here. So that is a good way, and I will do that for future videos. I just haven't got time to set it up now. So once we're good, we'll hit print and then it will do our first job for us. See, we have the color down. It is now doing the matte gloss layer. It's looking good from out here. I cannot wait to see the finished product. Let's take a look at the finished thing. So just to remind you, we started off like that. And now, as you can see, this is absolutely, I mean, the colors are so vibrant, first of all. The offset that we put around it is pretty much spot on around the whole thing as well. And hopefully you can see that matte finish on it. I mean, it feels really nice. It feels very sturdy. That is excellent. Really happy with the first result. Next one we're moving on to is our flexible leather patch. I'm going to stick it on this side. Obviously I've used this quite a lot now. It's losing its stickiness a little tiny bit. If I go with that side there and try and flatten it, and as you can see there, it's pretty much flat on the surface now, which is perfect. We're going to press that button and we'll let it go back in, and let's set up the next design. We've got our leather patch just there on our left hand side. So we're going to put our image in this time first. And I've got this really cool cowboy one. Who doesn't love a cowboy? And it said, well, I'll be damned. Let me know, Americans, what you think of that accent. So we're going to put it on there. And in this case, we don't need to use the smart mask feature because ultimately it's pretty good as it is. But with this one, we're going to do two things, okay? First of all, and if I click off the design, I'll show you this bit. If we click on this arrow over the right and click adjust, we can select the type of white ink we're using. This is on the dual UV. Obviously, if you've got the single UV or the DT one, you won't have rigid or you won't have flexible white. We do in this case. So we're going to select flexible white. You can also adjust your precision to standard, high quality or fast as well. But we're happy with that. However, for this one, I actually want to go a bit different. I want to go for a relief on this. So if we click relief and then select generate, what it will do is it will generate a 3D relief style image or what it deems it. Obviously, it depends on what you put in as to what quality you get out, but we're going to see what this comes up with. It has generated it. If I click on it now, you'll see it's generated what it thinks of it. So here you can specify the number of layers. I am just going to keep to, well, you know what, let's go for 30 layers. I don't know how that's going to do. The smoothness you can also adjust, which is obviously the kind of transition between surfaces. I'll keep that on the default. So you can select white and color or white and varnish or white only or varnish only. I'm going to go white and color on this. So once we click on that preview icon there, if we have a look, we should get an idea of how 3D this is going to look. And if you can see there, it's created lots of different transitioned areas where it increases the height. And in this case, that looks pretty good. Let's see how it comes out. So we're going to click on the process button for this one. And then it will give us 18 minutes and 17 seconds estimated time. I will click that calculate button again. So 0.0 0.49 milliliters of color, so very little in this case, and then 0.4084 milliliters of white. Not very much. Let's give it a go and let's see how this looks. Now the way this works, it's quite hard to show you whilst it's on the edge here, but what it's doing is it's creating the different layer heights by putting the white down, and then it will put the color down whenever it needs to put it down. As you can see, it's going pretty quick. So let's take a look at the finished article. This one has come out really, really nice. So this is obviously our flexible white. This is on the dual UV only. I am gonna literally like scrunch this thing up and see how it comes out. Yeah, that's doing a good job there. I mean, the design looks excellent, the finish is excellent, and that ink, as it promises, is flexible. We're moving on now to a blue silk PLA part. This is a bit too big for the single plate. We could probably get away with it, but I would rather switch to the bigger plate. So we're gonna remove that one. We're gonna take our larger plate right here. We're gonna line it up, press it down, press that button. I'm gonna place this just somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna give it a push so that it sticks nicely. Let's move over to xTool Studio. Okay, so we're back on the workspace. And by the way, you may have noticed this is the third different t-shirt I've worn in this video. We're in a heat wave in the UK right now and it is blooming hot. So let's get rid of that. And what we're gonna do is, you probably noticed a auto switch bar just came up. It detected the other build plate in there and you can see a larger workspace now. We'll hit the scan button. This one does take longer. I think approximately it takes about a minute for it to scan the whole bed, and it should give us our item after. We have our image of our part, and as you can see, it has focused on the top. You can even see all of those filament lines, which is crazy. So if we import our image, and this time I've got a Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones style image. I like the color. It's got a bit of HD elements to it, and I think it'll look quite cool. So we're going to use Smart Mask again. I know it seems like I'm using it over and over, but I truly believe if something works, then don't fix it. This works really nicely. So as you can see, it's pretty much done a good job there. It has missed a couple of areas. So once again, I'm going to manually go in, and this time I'm going to go retain. And so as you can see, I am just drawing a line around it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just enough that it can kind of tell where it needs to go. That's good enough. I'm happy with that. I will also smooth it all out so that it knows there. So it's smoothed out. We're going to click apply. And now look, I love how it does this. Every time it just blows me away. We can just position our item, and we are really going to be testing something here. And you know what? We'll try the texture mode for this one. So with texture mode, it adds an element of texture to it, as it says. You can once again go white color and varnish. I think with this one, we are going to go white color varnish, and this time we'll go for a gloss varnish. I am going to keep the layers set to default, so 20, and I'm going to keep the smoothness to the default, which is 1. And if we go to preview here, it should give us some idea of what it's going to look like, and there you go. You can see some slightly raised textured edges there, which is going to add to it. One thing I will say is over here we've got our selection. I am just going to go for a standard precision on this one. I'm going to go standard because I haven't noticed a lot of difference between standard and high, and the standard is considerably faster, so I'll go with that. You can select what color, what white ink type you're using, and we're going to use rigid, and we're happy with that. So I'm good with that. I'm going to click process. Once again, we'll see how long it says it's going to take. And in this case, 26 minutes, 39 seconds. I guess it's doing white layers with obviously the texture. It's doing color over the top and then the gloss over the top. And in terms of ink, it's probably going to use a bit more because of all those elements. 0.21 milliliters of color, 2.12 milliliters of white, and then varnish and cost. Once again, we're not showing that at the moment. So let's hit print and let's see how this does. Now with this mode, if I can show you, you'll see it layers the white first, and then it starts to put the image imprint on it. You can probably just see an outline there. This is where it's doing textured mode, and it's going to obviously add the texture layer by layer. You can see it is now putting the colors down and the gloss. So it's built up all the different layers in that textured surface. Then it lays the color over the top, then the gloss, and we'll have the finished product very soon. So we are finished. Let's take a look at this and see how it's come out. So first of all, look at that gloss. And this gloss, this lighting's great because you can see all the raised textured areas. I mean, like the little kind of boulders or whatever they are there. The axe is also textured. You can see that raised surface. The fire looks excellent. I mean, I would love to know in the comments what you guys think about this one. Considering we started off as a 3D printed part, no surface treatment, nothing, just straight on top, and we get something like that. Let's move on to glass. At this point, I want to say, if you're getting anything out of this video and it's helping you out, please subscribe. Really, really appreciate it. Now we are going to go straight onto that. I haven't treated it with anything. I've just given it a wipe with IPA to make sure it's as clean as possible, even though you can still see fingerprints. So we'll place it down. I'll eyeball this and try and get it as straight as possible. Okay, so we'll delete that design there. We're going to hit scan again. Behind me, you might be able to see it will start moving. It's going to scan the bed and we'll get our last design set up. Okay, so we can see our glass coaster. I'll be curious to see how well the Smart Mask works with this one, because obviously it's glass, it's transparent. It might not pick it up, but it might. Let's give it a go and we'll see what happens. So analyzing the image, it's obviously doing a lot of thinking, and you know what? I think it's nailed that one. I reckon we might get a tiny bit of overspray on this edge here, but we're going to go with it. I'm not even going to adjust it. What I'll do now is import an image, and this image is one of me and my late amazing dog, Ted, who, a lovely picture of him there. Me and my boy Ted from my wedding day. We're going to use the normal flat mode for this, but I am actually going to put 2 layers of white. Oh, you know, let's try 2 layers of color. Let's see what it does, shall we? And in future videos, we will be testing various configurations and seeing how it goes. We're keeping it simple at the moment, and I think I'm not going to use a varnish on this one. I think we're pretty much good. All I need to do is check to see we've got rigid white selected. I'm going to go for standard precision again. Let's check the preview first to see how it looks. You can see the thickness that it will add from the 2 layers of white and the 2 layers of color. I'm happy with that. Hit the process button, hit the calculate, because I know you guys like to see this, and I would as well if I was in your shoes. So here we go. So color 0.0965 milliliters, white is 0.8467, no varnish, no cost. So I'm going to hit that print button and let's go. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so it's saying the temperature is too high. It is hot here today. In the UK, it's 35 degrees, but it's good that it warns you. So you guys probably noticed there isn't anything on that, and that is because in the UK at the moment, it is very hot. And in this office, it's even hotter. The machine was saying basically the print quality could be affected because the print heads are over the optimum temperature. I've decided not to risk the machine, so unfortunately for this one, we're not going to do it, but I promise you there will be another video with glass in it. We'll take a look at the free results we did get though. So we've got this brilliant offset masked image on the back of our aluminium coin jig. Then we have our flexible white 3D relief image on this one. This one came out really nice actually, and I'm impressed with how durable that flexible ink is. It does what it says on the tin. And then this one, probably the best one out of the lot, to be honest with you, which is a real surprise because I think the mixture of texture mode, the vibrant colors, and just the size and the cool image, this is a really, really good one. So there you have it. We have done our second in-action video. I hope it's been helpful to you. Subscribe if you want to see more, or just check out the playlist to see our previous videos. There's going to be lots more to come. If you are still considering buying this machine, there is an affiliate link in the description below, which really helps the channel. I really appreciate it. But otherwise, I hope this video has helped you make another informed decision or just got you excited to receive your own. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you soon.